350 meeting. So meeting has been recorded now. You are a special one. Please click on continue. So friends, let's go into this next meeting of 351 meeting and see what is there special for special people today. As I mentioned, you all are special. We have planned special things for you. This meeting is going to be different. So friends, before I hand over to presiding officer, let me share few ground rules. I request special people to mute yourself. Yeah, so let me share a few ground rules of the meeting. Do not talk about sex, religion, and politics. Please put yourself on mute whenever speaker is talking. Avoid chatting in Zoom chat when the speaker is speaking. And whenever speaker is delivering speech, then try to keep your camera on because speaker would like to see you all while delivering the speech. Let's give an experience of physical meeting that we can see our audience. Since meeting is of for 2.5 hours, so keep your water bottles next to you. I request all the guests once again to register yourself with a link given in a chat window. Friends, especially for non-Toastmaster guests, what you can get from Club Hyderabad Toastmaster or a Toastmaster International can be easily reflected in club mission statement, and let me read it for you. May I request everyone to mute, please? Okay, so let me read the club mission statement for you. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, which result in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now, to take a meeting forward, I am calling to a Toastmaster. I give almost 20 different ways of introducing him in different meetings. So I'm just choosing one of the word, again, same, which I really like is an accidental Toastmaster, sorry. And Param, Toastmaster Param, who is a presiding officer. He's also one of the special member out of all of us. So, he works for an merger and acquisition in 500 Fortune company. From many years and very active on social media. Always there, you ping him, is ready to instant reply you like automatic reply which IT companies do set. He respond the similar way. And without further delay, let me hand over to our president of our club, Toastmaster Param. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much for the warm words of introduction, Toastmaster Sergeant Toastmaster Lokesh. In fact, to be in touch with social media and continuously responding is becoming a challenge because the number of user base is going up, as is our people joining the Hyderabad Toastmasters, which is a fantastic thing. 350th meeting is no joke in a Toastmaster journey. In fact, to travel back in times quickly by 12 years before when this club started, it's important to know what are the two characteristics that drove this club this far. Many Toastmaster clubs get born. Many Toastmaster clubs start walking. Many Toastmaster clubs fall immediately after that. But there are two things that actually drive a club because of the characteristics that the founders of the club visualized as the critical pillar on which the club will move forward. I have been with the Hyderabad Toastmasters for more than 4 years now, and I really found that these two characteristics are inbuilt into the ecosystem of Hyderabad Toastmasters. And these are the genetical values on which the founders of Hyderabad Toastmasters build the club. To begin with the first one, it's A for adaptability. This club started having meeting in various places. Sometimes when you couldn't find a location. It had meetings in corridors. It had meetings in small halls. It had now meeting in Allianz franchise. And then the challenge of Corona came and we went online. Adaptability has been one of the core functionality of this club. Each member, when they join Toastmasters, figure out their path of growth by adapting to the needs of the club, as well as what Toastmaster prescribes in their journey for their own growth. From a simple CC manual, what we earlier call as competent communicator and a competent leader manual, Toastmasters went online, and Hyderabad Toastmasters was in the forefront to adapt to the pathways manual of Toastmaster learning. So adaptability has been one of the core functionality on which this club stands. What's the other leg that this club stands? 350 meeting without a break that calls for one word in English: consistency. Be it rain, be it the most pleasant weather like we have today in Hyderabad, be it sunshine, be it blazing heat of June or May, on every alternate Sunday morning, 10 a.m. bang on. Hyderabad Toast. Consistency is the core of moving forward. Pick up a habit and do it again and again. You become consistent in it. When adaptability and consistency blend together, the A and the C is formed. Who's standing in the middle? Becoming champions, the B. Hyderabad Toastmasters has rolled out champions year on year in contest after contest. We have big names like DTM Pratima. We've got big names like Toastmaster Sureka, who have represented the club at highest levels. And all this is possible because the club's two legs of adaptability and consistency help people to become champions. I will not consume more time about this because we have somebody in store for us who's going to speak the journey of becoming what he is today. To take this meeting further, I would like to introduce a person who is currently the CEO of Atlantis Biotech. He started humble as a salesperson, but figured out in life something that's a magic mantra for moving ahead. Started as a graduate, but he quickly learned more all through the journey. He is also a law graduate, he is a master's in business administration, and also has got a master's in psychology. It gives me great pleasure to welcome Mr. Srinivas Reddy, who is going to be our keynote speaker on the special 350th meeting of Hyderabad Toastmasters. I would request all of you to give a big round of applause to welcome Mr. Srinivas Reddy.
So you are on mute.
Yeah. Thank you, Bharat sir, and good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I feel it's a privilege and
Good
honor,
morning.
and this is an opportunity to tell my story as well as the leadership and communication. What best I have, I can express it within 15-20 minutes of stipulated time what you are given. So first, just I'll tell you of this. My name is Srinivas Reddy Dumbala. So I've been in pharmaceutical industry for more than 33 years. So 14 years I worked for a company, and rest of 20 years I have developed my own pharmaceutical company. So in that, we have some mission and vision and both. And 33 years in pharmaceutical industry, I learned, and people always, recruit the employment as an experienced people, never been a freshers. Company chosen to recruit all these fresh to train to the body language, communication, mannerism, etiquettes, and to promote ethical scientific promotion of our pharmaceutical products. So second vision is this: our company has a vision in years to come. Every household should use our Atlanta Biotic product, either maybe in OTC form or a prescription form, whatever it is. This company is an ethical marketing and value-based company, not like in a commercial orientation. Just see, certain age you need a money. After that, you not need a money. You need an esteem, value, and respect. So that this company have balancing the both. We have in this kind of things, and great Chanakya, Indian philosopher, economist, said once, when you took birth on earth without name, when you die, the name should be historic. Like that, I want to create my mission to my company, and today commercial arena, and even we are maintaining our dignity and ethical parameters of the company. And let me share up my background, how I come. As Param sir said, I've done law and MSc psychology and masters in marketing. When I took a job, I was an ordinary graduate. How I gradually grown and where from I come, I've just gradual. In 70s, I was 6 years old. My mother brought from village to Hyderabad, admitted in a boarding school. In there, I used to visit to my village once in a year or twice in a year. Rest of whole day, I used to be the same boarding school. Like that, 10 years I spent in that school. Imagine. When I completed my primary, when I went into my second day, 7th standard, then I used to understanding that economic status of my family and my village and my father, my mother. My father is a physically handicapped agriculturist. My mother is a household and part-time tailoring. So I get inspired with my mother tailoring. So I could learn of tailoring somewhere. In my school days, there is a technical courses of carpenter and tailoring in a part-time. So after 7th standard, when while doing the education, I used to join in the tailoring. Within 1 year, I become master. For whole students of 600 students, in the 8th standard, 9th standard, 10th standard, I used to take the team and to stitch the dresses for all the people. By 9th standard, I become master of all the till 10th standard. When after that, I decided if I become a tailoring, I will restrict my abilities to the 4 walls. I cannot go out of from these 4 walls. Then I decided in the 10th standard itself, I completed my type lower, and then after type higher after completion. Then I've decided to go the English tuition, because till 10th standard my language is Telugu. Then intermediate is English medium. So then I offered gone for the English tuition, shorthand, typing and all. So like that, and by during my intermediate and my graduation, I was doing part-time tailoring. I used to sell the biodata forms, seller in a street seller. One day, biodata forms, in those days, biodata forms filling and applies for jobs and all. That I used to put the telephone booths and bookstalls like that. While going college, I have to be collect like that. So one day, one person said, "You are looking very smart. Why don't you try in a pharmaceutical industry as a medical rep?" Then really it's ignite in me as a fire. Let me start. So then I started applying companies, and one or two companies have been there rejected, and one or two companies have selected me. Small company. And daily allowance was 14 rupees. By work for engage, I have been promoted in the company in the industry of 94, 95, become a frontline manager of the company. Then I've done wonders in 3-4 years. I've made income 8 lakhs performance of sale to 34 lakhs per month productivity in Hyderabad. So most of the people said you are an extraordinary man and what you are doing, these and all. I always used to say implementing company strategies and all, but I used to implement my own HRD, my own strategies and all this. So one fine day, somebody else said, instead of working for that company, why don't you start your own company? You have tremendous knowledge. That really I have been thinking for many months and years. One day I thought, as a winner, I want to quit and start the business, but I don't have even 10,000 in my pocket. My last salary was starting salary 630 rupees in 1987, and 99-2000 my salary was 27,000 rupees. In those days, it's a good amount. Leaving a job is not an easy thing. Today's also many people leaving job is not easy because your monthly commitments, restricting to continue the job, not to go out. So I took a decision of courage to tender resignation as a winner to start the business. My wife went fasting for 3 days. My uncle came and said, "You are looking very young and smart and doing good job." I offered my daughter. Now you resign job. I said, folded my hand, said, "I should what to do now." So years passes, months passes, and my hard work really giving a result, and there's no look back in my performance. That given me a lot of confidence and courage. Today, more than a money, I gained name in the industry. More than a money, I gained an esteem value, respect in my relationship. Because in my relation, not only I have been started a business, I also given an opportunity to my co-brothers, my sister-in-laws, so many people. Like that, unknown people of hundreds of thousands of people, I given a life. In my birthday or any New Year day, many wishes come. Really it touches heart. That's affection and making me continue to this kind of practice of recruiting people, helping people and all. When I've been resigned this job and started a business, I am just a graduate. But many of the doctors or many of the intellectual people are asking what your qualification. That made me to do further continue of the studies. Learning is continuing process of life. Like that, I have done masters in my MBA and masters in psychology, and then recently I finished LLB. And this age, I used to go to the college, and before the lecture comes to college, I sit in the classroom. When sir comes, I stand up and wish him. If I'm late, sir is inside, I was outside, then I never used to go to the classroom. That discipline I used to maintain by 8:30, 8:45 till 11:30, I used to be in the college. Out of 120 students, 92 students failed. Only 20 to 25 students have passed. In that, I am one of the candidates. My sir says, you have tremendous communication, you can have. But my idea is doing a psychology, doing a law. I want to be in a mediate, or a mediator, or a counselor. Because today, and disputes in between the wife and husbands, because of ego reasons, there is a need in a counseling. And the people who fight for 1 yard of land for years together, that is required in mediation. So that kind of things I'm interested in a part-time to do apart from this existing my business. This is what things. And coming to the main agenda of today's leadership and communication. I tell you, irrespective of education, irrespective of money and status, this leadership communication most important and vital role in everybody's part. One of the university in USA, I don't know exactly that university, but the university quoted 80% of wealth with communicators and with negotiators. 20% of wealth with technical people like engineers and etc. Imagine the power of communication and leadership. And especially the coming to the leadership, I tell you, in ancient days, the leadership was an autocratic, and today is in a democratic. In ancient days, in a autocratic leadership, people used to perform in the fear. And today, in a democratic style, a modern world, even wife needs PRO, husband needs reception. Either side, parents need hospitality and children need HRD. Today's this leadership, in Telugu meaning, inta gelsi racha gelavala antaru. You win the house first, then win outside. The leadership starts from the house first. This changes has been inevitable. One has to be followed. Train speed decides by the engine, not by the bogies. Like leader decides is the pace of the team or performance of the team. That is more important. Leader must be changed as situational time changes. A small story I'll tell you how there is a 3 generations doing one business. 1962, 80, 82, 2000 years, 2000 to 2020 years. Grandfather, father, and grandson. Grandfather done matriculation and he used to do the photo frames business with a backside of cardboard. He ran for 20 years. Son means that father. He's done a graduation. He took charge. Then he said, he also doing the photo frames business and instead of cardboard, he is putting iron sheet. And grandfather, father made huge money. And that money, the grandson went an MBA, done in MBA in Harvard University. He came, he started in 2000, 2020, instead of iron sheet back of the photo frame, he started putting indalium sheet. Incurred huge loss. Whatever grandfather made, whatever father made, everything lost. These three went to the psychologist. Where went wrong? Then psychologist said, in 60s, photo frames was fabulous, fantastic. In 80s, also is okay. But in 2000 years, time changes. Who is making photo frames? All laminations, cameras, photos, these and all. Where is this? According time is not changed, despite of so much of education. So leadership also, so much of education. So this is a time changes. And sometimes, we learn from our children. It is not that we know everything. But people feel that if you have top education, higher education is a master. It's not like that. As situational as time goes. Because I'll tell you two things in life. Ego versus anger. Sometimes ego dominates. People will incur huge losses. Ego means maybe position, maybe education, maybe status, maybe dignity. That won't allow you to think beyond of your limitations. Ego versus anger. Anger like a fever. If you take kerosene, it comes down. But ego like cancer. It kills you, then it leaves you. Ego is like, snake has its own form. If you remove the form, it will move faster. If you have snake the form, it will be slow movement. Ego has been restrictive growth of individuals. People feel that I have done so much of education, I have so much of money and all. Idea, thought process, timely implementation is very important. Today is big basket, today is in Amazon, everything Flipkart. I am sure another of 10 years, this all disappears and new things will come up. Who thought yesterday electric cars will come today? Tomorrow petrol will be disappear. And all, many countries will be bankrupt because of non-selling of oils. Things will changes. The leadership, change as per the situational according the need of that. And moreover, the last point is this more interestingly, communication. Communication, one of the, just only speaking is not a communication. One face can put in a 300 expressions. Body language also is a communication. Listening also is a communication. One of the famous American veterinary doctor, Tom Rowley, is also turned into psychologist. He said once, best listener is good performer. That's why God has given one mouth, 2 ears. Listen more, talk less. So this is what the today's, of course, our leaders talks more, listen less. But in today's modern world, listen more to understand well what is saying that opponent. The communication is when you completely. That is very important. People won't listen of this and they come to conclusion and says. That is very important. Listening is an art. Talking is second art. First, listen the things. Communication is in a very key role of this. However you have qualification, however you have knowledge, if it doesn't have expressing capability, there is no use at all. Today, whole world is running on the communication. And see, I'll tell you, a scenario of standard living of 60 years approximately, 0 to 20 years, and 20 to 40 years, and 40 to 60 years. break it to three parts. First, 0 to 20 years is a learning part, and 20 to 40 years earning part, and 40 to 60 years is serving part. But most interesting point is 20 to 40 years is an earning point. In this earning point, people will have spent time on gadgets and gossips. I'm telling you, this is a more precious time of your life where you can put and get back your money or comfort for the next service side, the 40 to 60 years. This is a more important time, 20 to 40 years, of people you see many of them. Either they will wear ego cap or will they spend in a gossiping or kind of unnecessarily built-ups. This is a way you can put in a right invest of your time or your money or your what you call intelligence, whatever it is. This is a more precious of the life. And lastly, beware of sympathy. Beware of sympathy. Sympathy is like a speed breaker in life. Isn't it a console you temporarily and permanent disaster? When you're difficult times, people express sympathy. Sympathy, you show love rather. Either you throw challenge to take it up. But don't listen to that sympathy and get stop of your work. Sympathy is a restrictive and like a speed breaker of the life. Yes. So this is what my short and best I want to communicate to a communicator. If anything, anybody want to ask any questions or this thing, you can ask. I am the 55 years old and still I have a lot of energy, enthusiasm to work. And lastly, I'll tell you one small this thing. Recently, I had been to Paris with my wife of celebrating of 25th marriage anniversary. One person from is India working in London in a financial services. He asked us question, neither you are looking young couple nor you are old couple and how come you come to Rome? I said, when I got married, I promised 7 steps I walked with my wife. I promised her I'll show the 7 wonders of the world. This is the 4th wonder, Colosseum of the Rome. I brought my here. He shocked up when saying this word. So one should have this kind of dream in, and passion in life, irrespective of age. Even today, this age, I will play cricket, I'll play chess, and whatnot. And people, today's generation, physically alive, mentally dead. But I feel that mentally should be alive. Thank you so much. For this, any questions, please?
Thank you so much, Mr. Srinivas Reddy. That was a fantastic insight into your success story. And you didn't build it overnight. You worked on it every day. There might be moments where you really gave up to yourself. But then there is that word called hope that you wake up the next day morning or the next moment and then you say, yes, you go back to your core essence and start working on it and building it again. I think this is the hallmark of how this club of Hyderabad Toastmasters also has been built. There have been moments where I'm sure the founders said it's difficult to move further, but then they kept the energy on, they kept the hope on, they kept the possibilities open, they experimented and life moved on. Thank you so much for sharing this. I now open the stage for some questions. If somebody have, if Mr. Srinivas Reddy, you can kindly take up some questions for about 5 to 10 minutes and be up later. Joshua, if you can let the mics open for all to ask questions, please.
And the mics are open. They can unmute themselves.
Right.
Hello, sir.
Sharing your experience to inspire young people, and you're looking really young. I mean, that's actually my profession itself is a coaching and training people on this public speaking leadership. That is what I do now.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm also now 51 now. And that is one of the barriers when I used to go there, things that I'm so young, how can I coach these senior peoples? Yes. And tell you about this Hyderabad Toastmaster, I was one of the founder member, but the timing is not suiting me. The same time I coach my people on Sunday. Otherwise, I would be left to attend all the sessions.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yes,
So,
2004, sometime this used to be in my place in Banjara Hill, Road No. 1. Yes.
thanks, Dipankar. So, Mr. Srinivas, Param here, I have a question on leadership. Many often we find people are great managers, but when they have to translate to the next level of leadership or leader, what exactly is that they have to give up, and what exactly is that they have to pick up? It's always a choice. What is that you give up, and what is that you pick up? In your own personal style of experience, when you came up the ranks and right now at the CEO level, what is that you gave up, and what is that you picked up as something new?
That needle versus scissor. Needle, always pluck the flowers when the garland to prepare, and scissor is cuts. That when you have to see the subordinate in the needle side kind of approach, encouragement, not scissor, and look positivity in negative things, not a negative in a positive thing. You should work on a strength, not on a weakness. People get failed their own. If your own child, first 1 year complete, he put 2 steps forward or fell down, you will feel very happy and clap. And if called first time in the house, you feel very happy. And same approach you should have when you leading the team or transmitting your leadership to others, but not jealous or not ego conscious to restrict your words. You have to be flexible. See, it's like a foam, yellow color foam uses in a house construction. That foam is in a square one. You squeeze and leave. It absorbs water, whatever it is. Again, leave it. It will reoccupy the normal position. When subordinate even question to the boss or critics, and you should be have that kind of mentality, not an grudge. That is, you should have that, yes, to understand. Our interest should not be favorism, unfavorism. Our interest should not be liking and not liking. You have to see the reality of the nature and incident of that. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. So that's a great insight. In fact, thanks for picking a real life example. And tomorrow, when I see the sponge and the release effect, I shall be able to relate. Thank you so much.
We'll be going next. Who is next? I guess Tejas. Tejas is there. So after Tejas, we have Pratima from HTM.
Yeah, hello, sir. This is Tejas here. So it was very good hearing about you as you were soldier of the army. Now you're the general, basically. So as you have seen the transition of you have worked in the 90s when before the liberalization and you have worked post liberalization and you. So I want to ask how has your communication skills and your leadership skills have just made that transition from you to being the soldier to the general?
See what happened? Everything impacted in childhood on everybody. Childhood, really tell you is a PhD, and people won't forgo. Even at 60s, people want to go back to their houses, and even 60, 70, they go back to their childhood friends. While I've been small room when I was a bachelor of 10th intermediate standard. I used to rented with one small house. There was one sister called used to work in a DRDO present. That sister used to do done polytechnic and she's traveling in the bus. I was going to the college, and one day the sister got married. And American Alliance. Her sister-in-law is name of Shaila. So she is in a fantastic, fabulous, very extraordinary communicator, and she likes me of my stitching and my beauty and my extracurricular activities, one-way tailoring, these and all, and she's to love. And I've been fond of her communication. So that has been made me to learn of communication. To be frank, I'm telling you, today my daughter pursuing MD General Medicine. She finished MBBS in 2013 to 19, and 2019 she got a free seat in MD General Medicine in Bangalore. And nobody believes that I have that much of daughter doing that. And once I had been that, so Mr. Lokesh is also there. There is one program, Sangama, called Sanofi Pasteur in Marriott Hotel, Viceroy now. In that hotel, my daughter was in 7th standard. So when I entered, there is a honorary reception for me. Everybody is given flowers. I took flowers and given a standing applause for me for 1 minute. My daughter asked me, why Papa you have given so much of respect and flowers standing applause to you? I said of my hard work and success story. That day my daughter realized, yes, I want to get inspired of my father. Even recent times when I gone to college, first day, my one of the lecturers said, your writing is print, he said. When I come to home, my children asked me, what did he say? I said, my one of the lecturers said, your writing is print. Then my children said, oh, like this. Then my wife opened the book and showed to them. My both son and daughter both went their rooms. See the impact of internal zeal of that. I want to be what? That is only ignite self-fire in self. Communication. That I have been passion to do. The have if your art is a passion, you can. That passion is required, irrespective of age. And people say don't have time. So for everything there is a time. If you have interest, you can create that. That is only depends of our internal passion. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, Pratima, you can go next.
Thank you for the talk, Mr. Reddy.
Thank you.
At the end of your speech, you said, beware of sympathy. And my question is focused on that. My belief has always been that empathy stems from sympathy. Can you help me understand how can I empathize with the people I lead without being trapped in sympathy? Thank you.
Because it is also again my sure impact of this. My father is in a physically handicapped agriculturist. My mother is a homemaker with a leukoderma. Leukoderma is not a disease. It's only white patches on the face. But she has been rejected in village and she has been, rejected in a relation. When my childhood, wherever I go with my mother used to feel very shy and somebody used to come and express their sympathy and on us children. My childhood onwards, I used to feel this is a hate kind of thing. No, I stopped going to any functions, anything else, because wherever I go, they express that kind of thing. Even now, this stage, measurement of functions, weightage of functions. If you go BMW, the recruitment is different. If you go something else, different. So ornamental. So I have my personal feeling. It's not that to apply everybody. I personally feel that if anybody expresses, I feel it is a speed breaker for me. It is not for everyone. If it is something maybe different with you, but my impact on this is what my perception of my life experience and thank you.
Thank you, sir. So we'll go Zia next. After Zia, we have guest Abhijit.
Thank you so much, Mr. Reddy, for your wonderful talk. I just want to understand, as you are already a successful writer, and as you said that you have done law and also the psychology, and now you are focusing for the counseling. So, what was in your mind when you are doing the counseling and law? It is just for the community service, or you have any plan to pursue as a career post-retirement?
No, sir. I'll tell you, sir. But this stage, I'm not running behind money, to be frank. And God, really, I express gratitude. And I always pray God in the morning. And honestly speaking, first I pray God, thank God you have given every organ to me. Second, that give me courage to face today's challenges and eventualities. Third, God, give me blessings to empower to help somebody in farmers. So I always feel this service, 7 to 9, I want to be start, but especially for poorer, without anticipating, without expecting anything. In the morning 7 to 9, I want to do as in a what you call helping to the society, helping to the people. But I'll never charge anything else. And evening also I want to sit from 6 to 7. This is needed as a passion, as an interest, but not for the commercial arena. but really commercial arena I want. I'm today telling in the open dash and farm, sir, if any bigger company, a pharmaceutical company like Cipla or any ran by big company comes, I have one wonderful product. Within 1 year, I can make 100 crores, but they should promise me of 10 crores to give it to me. I have that capacity caliber, but even such caliber, I want to use there, but not in here solving the people issues, because all poorers, they're going to the lawyer. They ask, 1 lakh, 2 lakh. The issue will be keep on prolong. There never ends solution for that. I want to mediate. See, the Telugu called, Raji Margam, Raja Margam. So mediation is very important. Either can make amicable settlement so that go intention of encroaching somebody's property. This is what I just was really paid for me. Even I was also last 20 years, some of the issue lands in my village. The problem is persisting. So then I thought to do this. Why people ask me done a law? I'll tell you. In running organization, I given hundreds of employment by spending 50 to 1 lakh rupee on them. While leaving the organization of the particular employee for 10 days salary, used to send a legal notice to me. I said for training you 3 to 4 months, I spent on 1 lakh. For 10 days salary, he used to sending a legal notice. Then I used to approach the lawyers. So then I said now make a strong format of conditions, everything before agreement. Now things are not there. But when you see snake will get fear. But most of the people doesn't know. Snake also gets fear seeing the man. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you
sir.
so much, sir. So we'll take the last question from guest Abhijit. Abhijit, can you please? Yeah.
Good morning, sir. Sir, in your presentation, you said you need to change with the time. That was you said, and I face a difficulty in leading up people who are elder to me and has more experience in my team. So freshers are basically very easy to mold, but the elders who got more experience than me and in the age-wise as well, I'm facing difficult. So can you give me some tips so that I can use that in managing my team or leading them?
Fine, sir. Nice question. And I'll just give my own example, sir. In 1994-95, I got promoted in the industry very young age. My seniors are highly unionist and aged elders. There was 5-6 people in team. I was very young. They used to call me with the name and all. When my subordinate used to call me, my youngers call me, new freshers call me, sir. And I never used to bother about their calling me my name and all, nothing, sir. But I used to work with a joint work with him. I used to analyze him, their work and all. Wherever the need, I have to appreciate them. Yes, he's fine. And wherever the difficulty of that, I used to delegate, I used to take charge. I myself used to present in front of them. And that way I doesn't have any ego. I used to carry the bag and no feeling I am the boss and I'll keep aside everything. And people used to be, that I'm the senior and you don't teach me. I like this kind of thing. But I only stick with this control of these people. The control of these people only need a system. If you have system, you follow that. Irrespective of age, they will be fixed in the frame. If company has given one constitution of work, if you are following that work, he will not develop any enemy than you. You only say that I am here only to implement on a company strategy or policy, but nothing against you or not you should against me. That people feel when you ask to implement seniors, they will develop a grudge against us and they will make a complaint, they won't listen to it. But you only work on systems. And when they're defining the difficulty, you help them. You take lead. You keep aside your managership and the egoship, everything. You will lead forefront. You appreciate them whenever they need it. You work like a coach. So they will come to your fold one day. That definitely they one day commit mistake. They come to you. They will ask for sorry. They will ask for explanation. In case of me, happened the same thing. But I have not given a capital punishment. I given a punishment to rectify that mistake. I given a punishment to fulfill the deficit of the target. Then after one day, I promoted them equal my cadre. and some of them leave the organization themselves because of they are unable to follow the system. They left the organization. And you believe in the system, sir. That's it. You believe in the work panel, sir. Nothing against the individual. Don't keep anything in mind. Thank you so much. Next.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the
Sir, we have, thanks Abhijit. Thank you, sir. Sir, we have few people who wants to ask. So I said it's the last question. So I'll just request Toastmaster Pragya and Toastmaster Surekha, and if they can be a bit fast because we are running out of time. So Pragya, you go first, and then Surekha will be going. Okay.
Thank you, Srinivas ji, for the amazing session. My question is that in our journey, because you started from the very basics and gone up to here, we always face situations where the failure or the next day wouldn't seem quite attractive to go ahead with. I can't go anymore is what comes to our mind. So was there a situation with you, and there have been many, how did you handle those, and what was one thought in your mind at that point of time?
Madam, revolution starts from the rejection. Revolution starts from the rejection. Even Karamchand Gandhi was not thrown out from the train in South Africa, wouldn't have become Gandhi here in India. So always you feel the failures, it is your first step of your life. And whenever you come failure, you work, increase your workmanship, double than yesterday. Rejection, you feel it is a God gift, this thing. Without any rejection, say, there is no fun in life. I'll tell you, in Japan, the biggest, seafood. So people will go and fishing in the morning, they come. And they eat fish. By the time they reach home, all fishes will die. So when dying fishes is not much tasty and all. So when they got one big, what you call drum in the sense, there also fishes they brought, even though fishes are dying. So then one fine day, what happened, big drum they carried, in that, they put in a big fish in that. The big fish, tilts here and there. The small fishes will become active here and there, moving and all, to escape from the big fish. So, and the fisherman brings all the fishes to back home. Just tell they will be alive, and the no dying in that, and the sales was good for his fishermen. Because if challenges comes in a life, person will become sharper. You feel it is honorary, and you feel it is taken a self-ignite fire in you. It's good for you, this engage. You pray God, thank God you are given me challenge this age, not at 60. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So, sir, thank you so much. Surekha, please go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Reddy. You are only 55. You are very young, I should say. I also get a lot of questions like, how come you are so active at this age? And I'm going, what? So my question for you is, what are the 3 things that you learn from youngsters or from this generation? What are the 3 things that you learned from this generation? And what are the 3 things that you would like to tell this generation besides whatever you have already talked about, like respect, integrity, and all those things? Thank you.
In my training sessions also, many people I used to tell of the generations, especially today's mannerisms, etiquettes are very important to the young generation, especially what my mother used to taught. And in Telugu I tell you, Mata, Potta, Batta. Mata means tongue, Potta means eat, Batta means cloth. Okay? Talk nicely, dress neatly, eat lightly. So you will get a my people. Right? And second thing, every day, you should be passionate of your life. People feel when you're becoming 50s that our age is over. Whenever what is our age is over. Don't say like that. And people always, feel that no, it's not your time, it's not our time. See, as long as we are alive, we have a right, it is our time, and we equally wear modern dresses and modern food, modern style of thinking, modern fashion, participate, and equally. Don't restrict and see. It is only a mental feeling that impacting on a physical style. But remove from the mindset that you are young. I am passionate. When you woke up in the morning, say thanks to the God. You are given one more day to excel myself. You feel like that. Even this age, I will do a fast bowling every day evening or morning. I will do the bowling. I'll play cricket, everything. Interesting. It's like for your age, you suit some game of, shuttling or age anything or walking, canvassing, and something you do passionate yourself. So things will be automatically changed. And moreover, I suggest for you especially, eat less carbohydrates. Eat less carbohydrates and take more fruits and other things, not in a rice. Because people take this much of curry, this much of rice. Then world work become sugar, diabetic, and they become fatty and dullness. And when you take more carbohydrates, you forced to sleep on this. And the age goes up. Leafy foods you can take more and reduce carbohydrates. And carbohydrates need is in the optimum level, not beyond that extreme.
I already do all that, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Srinivas, for those questions, and to all the people who asked the questions. And thank you so much, Mr. Srinivas Reddy, for taking the extra time to answer all the questions patiently and giving your experience, sharing your experience and the way forward for HTM. I really appreciate your time and effort for it. As a token of appreciation and gratitude from Hyderabad Toastmasters, we would like to present a certificate for you. Times are not permitting us your physical presence, or else we would have loved to hand it over to you in person. Now we'll definitely try to see how this can reach out to you. So we'll reach out to you for the coordinates and get the certificate. Thank you so much for your time and effort.
Thank you.
Everything. And a great word of thanks to Toastmaster Lokesh for introducing Toastmasters for introducing Mr. Srinivas Reddy. I accidentally said Toastmaster Srinivas. Look forward. I think that one day you will definitely join Toastmaster movement also and show us the animation. Thank you so much. Great. So that's a fantastic start we got for today. We'll proceed with the meeting. We have a ex-Toastmaster who is a re-Toastmaster in Toastmaster Yashna. Toastmaster Yashna has been with the journey of Hyderabad Toastmasters nearly 4 years, if I'm correct. I think
Toastmaster Param, just a minute. Amit is the MC. You have to introduce Amit, and Amit will introduce Yashna. Yeah? Okay.
So I'm just going to that. So I'll be giving the control to Toastmaster Amit, and then he will walk through the whole day for the next 2 hours. Stay on your chair. It's going to be exciting. Over to Toastmaster Amit. Toastmaster Amit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Param. Thank you, Srinivasan sir, for that great starting keynote to our 350th celebration meeting. As we move into next exciting segment, and we have a fun-filled activity and segment throughout the day, I would like to call upon Yashna, who is a social entrepreneur, Toastmaster, and is one of the active members. When I asked her what is the memory she recall of being a part of Hyderabad Toastmaster or Toastmasters, she told me, Amit, the Aura Fest and division speeches are the most fun because you get to sit with HTM folks like Surekha ma'am, Bharti ma'am, and have that snack and eat them well. To take us forward to the next section, I hand over the stage to Toastmaster Yashna. Toastmaster Yashna, over to you.
Thank you so much, Amit. Hello, everyone. Before I begin today, I request everybody to please switch on your videos, because if we can see each other, it's definitely going to be double the fun. So if it's possible for all of you, if you have the bandwidth, please switch on your videos. Great. So we have now been in a zone of listening, getting inspired from the great keynote speaker that we have. But now is the time to let loose. So just follow me. Do not think. Get a little closer to the camera, to your screens. Come on, get a little closer. And make sounds like I do, loudly. Switch on your audios, please, everyone. Switch on your audios. Come on, switch on your audios. We have to hear everyone.
Done it.
Great.
Done.
Let's begin. Let's begin. Click. Keep your hands here. Give a high five to the next person. Yes. Great. I hope all of you are out in the zone to have some fun. Today we are going to have some improv inspired games. They are not exactly improv, but it's adapted for the Zoom version. So for some of us who are not really sure of what improv exactly is, it's actually a short form for improvisation. Technically, it's a live theater comedy format where everything, all the scene, characters, is built right in front. So
I will
right
request everyone to mute their audios now.
I have done.
Yeah, so generally that's the idea where everything, the whole story is built on spot. But for all of us, as we are beginners, most of us might not have tried something like this. So we have a warm-up game. It's to get a little spirited, get spontaneous. Throughout my session today, please knock sense out of the window. We don't need to make sense here. Okay, so we have to have fun. We don't have to think about what is practical and what's logical, but we only have to make bizarre sense. So the first game is called S and T, the letter S and the letter T. So in this game, everybody has to participate. First thing is, if possible, please put your participants list on the side so you can see all the names. Yes, now we have to say words. I will give a small example. I will say the word cow and I will say Lakshmi. So Lakshmi, you will go next, say any random word, but just that it should not start with the letter S or the letter T.
Calf.
Say another name from the participant list quickly and they will say the next word.
Jasho.
Dog.
Say the next word. Say the next name also.
Ajay Kale.
Sorry, I couldn't hear.
Okay. I'll say the next one. Varun Dixit. Okay, he's also not here.
Yeah, so I will just pause for a second. This is a small demo. The idea is that you need to now be very vigilant because your name can be called out at any point of time. Remember, try to not actually repeat the names from the list so we can cover more people. And also make sure that you don't repeat the words that have already been told. And the basic rule of not using S and T is there, the words that start with S and the letter T. So can we begin? We'll try to make it quick. So I request that if it's possible, firstly, switch on your videos and be listen so that if your name is called, you'll quickly respond. Right? Shall we begin?
Yashna, can you just once again brief about this alphabets?
Yeah, okay. Quickly, I'll go again. We have to just keep on saying words. The words need to have no connection. The only rule here is that you are not supposed to use words that start with either S or the letter T. And the only idea is to be quick. No need to think, just be quick. Whatever is the first word that comes in your mind, say. You have to only be vigilant because your name can be called anytime by any person. So to make it convenient, keep your participants list at the side so you can scroll through the names and pick one name very quickly. So just say a word and say the name. That's the I'll say Zoom Rohil. That's it. Move ahead. Okay. All set. Let's begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Apple. Lakshmi.
Lakshmi, you are on mute.
Banana. Yes, Tejas.
Dog. Lokesh.
Vibra. Rohil.
Awesome. Yasho.
Live. Param.
Vigilant. Amit Chaudhary.
Sun. Geeta.
Gita
Sorry, I have
Kashyap.
no idea about what the game is doing. I've just joined. No idea.
Okay, next one. Manideep.
Enjoy, Uday.
8 p.m. Ajit.
Capricorn. Nandini.
Desire. Rohil.
Rohil is done. Rohil.
Done.
Sureka.
Plant. Sriveni. Plants. Manideep.
Manideep is over.
Oh, sorry. Guest Tejas.
Oh, we are done with Tejas.
Tejas, you are on mute.
Yeah. Okay. I'm also done. Yes.
Prithviraj.
N. Zia.
Delicious, Srinivas.
Quick, guys.
Yeah.
Where is Srinivas?
Let's pick another name.
Another name, yeah.
Pragya.
Yes, Pragya, they are not here. You can skip Rahul and Pragya. They are not on the camera. Select any one another name.
Vijit.
Adocious Bhavana. Guest Bhavana.
Hibernate. Ajay.
Done.
Precious Biswas.
Biswas is not there. Pick another name.
Is it Dipankar Vishwa said?
Precious Biswas.
Dipankar Vishwas.
Dipankar Biswas, you have to speak, sir.
Okay,
Yeah,
any word? You said apple.
Dipankar Biswas.
Apple.
Apple is used.
Apple is used, yeah.
So many words. Pick one quickly.
Dipankar sir, you need to change the word. It's already been used.
Okay. Bottle.
Sir, you have to pick a name.
Pick a name.
Person you have to, from the participants. Swati.
Book. Pujita.
Cucumber. Prithviraj.
Viraj is already done. Please
I
say
think
Vijay.
Yashna, you can ask everybody to switch off their cameras because bandwidth is very low. We are not able to hear. The voice is breaking.
Cucumber. Vijay and sir.
Laptop. PMB.
Okay, NC. Are we finished?
I think we are going to. So, chicken, Yashna.
We ended here. We've gone through quite a few people. It was just to warm you all up a little. We have the second game. That's precisely what improv is. Everybody can switch off their audios. I'm hearing some disturbance. Yeah, thank you. So this is called the second game. It's called Questions Only. Like the name suggests, in this game, we will only have questions and conversation. So before I give out any rules and explanation to what this game is, I want 6 volunteers. You can type out your name in the chat so we can pick 6 people for this game. We have the first one, Arshan, second, Pujita, third, Chetan Agarwal, fourth, Abhijit, Prithvi, and Dipankar. Great. So can we spotlight all of them once, Jasho?
Yeah, I'll spotlight them. Abhijit, we have Dipankar, right?
Yeah.
Prithvi, are you there?
Pujita also we have. I'll also. Yeah, Pujita. Can you name
Pujita?
who else?
Yes.
Murlidhar.
Spotlight.
1, 2.
One more.
Okay. She's already spotlighted. Yeah.
Yeah. So the rest of you can go off video, off camera, because then, like you said, we will be able to see these 6 people properly, and also won't be an issue with the internet. Great. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We have only 5 people. There was a
Arshan is there. Arshan, just a minute. Just a minute. Arshan, are you there? Can you switch on your video?
Yeah, I'm turning on.
I have done, Jashu.
Yeah, you have done it, right? Okay, great.
Arshan Faraz, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Arshan
But I
Faraz.
can't see his video.
He is not visible, Arshan.
Yeah, same here.
So I'll begin with the instructions. So the instructions is the 2 people will have a conversation, and in this conversation, you are only going to use questions, no statements. For example, if I say, "What is your name?" your answer will be in a question and not in a statement, basically. So your answer could be, for example, "Don't you know my name?" It will always be a question transaction. You will not use a statement. Even a statement like, "My name is Yashna, don't you know?" is no, because there is a statement and a question. So please frame the question and not the statement. So in this case, Arshan, what's another? Arshan, Pujita, and Prithvi. 3 of you are team 1, team A.
Yeah.
Debankar, Abhijit, and I'm sorry, the third person's name is?
Agarwal.
Chetan.
Okay, Abhijit, Debankar, and Chetan, you are team D. Okay?
Okay.
Great. So now what, audience, what I need from all of you is a suggestion of a situation where these people could be in. A place, give me a location.
Beach side on a seaside on a Sunday morning.
Prison.
The water cooler.
Prison. Oh, Sureka has given a good suggestion. I'll go with that. Prison is your location. We will begin with Prithvi and Debankar. Now, I'll also...
location?
Prison.
Brazil.
Prison.
A jail.
Jail.
Yes, I will give you 2 more things here. What will now happen is Prithvi and Debankar will have a conversation. The minute somebody slips by giving a statement as an answer, that person will get out of the scene, and from team A or team B, the next person will walk in. So I will ask the switch when there is a default made by somebody in the team. Am I clear?
I cannot get the name. What do you say? This some place name or some jail name? What is that?
Jail.
Your situation is a jail. Basically,
jail. Okay.
Yeah, you and Prithvi are having a conversation in a jail.
Okay, fine. Got it now.
Yes. Okay, great. So both of you can begin. Try to not have long pauses while you say, like you can't think for too long.
Won't they get a role?
Yeah, they have to get.
I'll be talking to Prithvi. Am I right?
Yeah. Your relationship is you both are prison mates, jail mates.
Okay, prison mate. Okay.
Great.
So will there be a name all the time attached, or just I can ask a question in that?
Just begin. Create a conversation with your jailmate. You are in a prison. That's it.
All right, Abhijit, how is the food in the jail?
Abhijit, no. Prithvi is your partner. Both of you are having a conversation.
Are you enjoying the food to this morning?
Don't you know how jail food is?
Was not it nice yesterday?
What can you expect from jail food?
I expect this to be more pathetic so that we enjoy this. Sorry.
Statement.
Sorry. Answer. Yeah.
It's okay. We'll move to the next. So Debankar, you are out.
Okay.
And next comes in Abhijit.
Oh, great.
Only questions.
What's your name?
Why do you think it matters?
What sin you have done?
Whatever I've done, it's none of your business.
Statement, Prithvi.
Prithvi, you're out. You answered it. You didn't answer.
Okay.
Next,
Right.
Pujita, come in. Prithvi and the Debankar can be off pins right now.
Thank you.
Pujita, come in. Can we have a new, at this time, can we have a new place? A new location? Suggestion from the audience?
Quarantine center. Quarantine center. COVID quarantine center.
Another situation, it's a similar enclosed place like prison right now. So
Library.
library. Any other suggestion?
Cafeteria. Sea
Sorry?
beach.
Sea
Cafeteria.
beach.
Market. Fish market. Toastmasters Club.
Fish market is a nice example. Okay, so Abhijit, Pujita, both of you are in a fish market. What is the relation between Pujita and Abhijit?
Seller and buyer.
Seller and buyer. Okay.
One is a fish and another is the buyer.
Oh, great. Yes. One is a fish and another is a buyer. Begin the conversation. Lovely relationship. Let's begin.
How much you cost?
What price would you like?
What's your creed?
Why does it matter?
Are you tasty?
What type of taste would you like? It all depends on your taste.
How many bones you have?
Have you ever, why don't you try counting?
Quick.
Are you a sea or a river fish?
Try asking my owner. Oh.
Statement, Pujita statement. Next, Arshan, you are in their team, right? Next comes in Arshan. Abhijit, try to respond to what's been said and not give out of context questions back to back. So then it'll be a conversation, just a tip. Okay?
Okay, so I'm the fish and Abhijit is the buyer, right?
Yeah.
Now this time let's change, right?
Okay, let's change. Help me with another new location, everybody.
Hair salon.
Hair salon. Okay. Relationship.
Customer.
Hair and a scissor. Scissor and hair.
Let's have
Barber and client.
Barber and client.
Yes.
A cashier and the customer.
Okay, yeah, cashier and the customer. Let's go ahead.
Okay, who is the cashier?
Anybody, pick your conversation. Whoever begins.
Okay, I'll be the cashier.
How much it costs for the haircut?
What is your budget?
Budget is no limit.
And
Okay, Sachin, sorry.
next, Chetan, come in.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
How much do you like to pay?
What is it going on in the market?
I didn't get it.
What is the rate going in the market?
Don't you know it?
I want to know from you.
Gone.
Statement.
You should
So
not
team-
answer it.
So team
Team
A
A.
wins. Team A
Yeah.
wins, right? Because Arshan is the last man standing. So, yay.
Good.
Would 6 other people like to try it?
Yes, I would like to, Geeta.
Can I get more names?
Even I would like to do.
Can we take some members?
Yes.
Please type in the chat box. Pooja is there. Yeah.
I'd like some Toastmasters members to also come and it'll be fun.
We got 6, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, now you just name, I'll spotlight them one by one.
Okay, just a second. We have Ajit, Zia, Geeta, Pragya, and
Mustafa.
Mustafa. Are we? Is there 6? Ajit, Pragya, Geeta, Mustafa, Zia.
Hey, what is this? Zia, Geeta, Ajit, Mustafa. Is some J in between? Is he there?
Yeah, sir. I'm
Mohit.
there. I'm there.
That's a Mustafa.
I'm here.
Who else?
Bhavna is there.
I'm
Yeah.
Jay, sir.
1, 2, 3. Pragya also. Pragya. So
Again, can you stop
Toastmaster
your mic?
Zia, Toastmaster Ajit, and
One more.
Mustafa.
One more,
One
Yashna.
more.
Can you name one more?
There are only 5 participants. One more.
Mohit. Oh, Pooja. Pooja said. Yeah, Pooja.
Toastmaster Pooja.
Toastmaster Pooja.
Pooja, can you switch on your video?
We need video to be spotlighted.
Sorry, didn't Geeta ask first? I'm so
Geeta
sorry.
asked, yeah. Guest Geeta, guest Mohit, Toastmaster Pooja.
I'm
Yes.
sorry, Pooja, if we can let go you and have you in the next round, we'll take Geeta first. Is that okay?
No problem, Yashna. Absolutely okay.
Thank you
I
so
can't
much.
see Geeta. I can't see Geeta there.
Mohit, can you
Geeta
turn on your
Kashyap,
video?
you can search her up.
Is that? Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Great.
Done.
So Toastmaster Zia, Toastmaster Ajit, and Mustafa, you are team A. Toastmaster Pragya, Geeta, and Bhavna, you are
So,
team
boys
B.
versus girls.
Oh, yes. Great. So all of you are well aware of your, I'll just give another tip here now. Think of you as a character who only asks questions, who converses only in questions, and think of bizarre questions like if you can't think of who, what, where, go for are you aware of, did you think, these are also good starters for your questions. And questions, you will ask questions that you'll never ask in conversations, like, don't you know I'm your brother? This is something you'll never ask anybody. So these are the things I would say to you. So this is just a suggestion. We have our first conversation between Toastmaster Ajit and Toastmaster and guest Geeta. And people help me with the location. Audience. A fun location.
Our HTM club.
No, this is where we
on-road
are.
traffic. On-road traffic.
Sorry?
On-road traffic.
Okay.
In
On
between
road,
traffic.
traffic signal.
Yes, okay.
Yeah,
Both
traffic
of you
signal.
are at a traffic signal, and so the relationship is pretty, I think,
Constable, police, traffic constable and driver.
traffic constable and a driver. Great. Ajit and Geeta, you can begin.
Zafar, can you mute yourself? I think there's echo from your laptop.
Madam, show your driving license.
Wrong. You have to ask the question.
Okay. Madam, can you show your driving license?
Can't I do without it?
Madam, do you know the driving rules?
Don't you know your duty?
Madam, do you know you're on a signal?
Don't you know it is red signal? Don't you know who I am?
Madam, do you have your driving license with you?
Didn't you see the car number and the designation at the back?
Madam, show me your driving license. Do you have your registration card?
Do you want me to call the senior officer?
Madam, can you please get out of the car?
Don't you know the senior officers do not need the license?
I'm sorry, I will interrupt here. Both of you are having individual conversations. Nobody's really responding to each other here. So build on answering to each other as well while you're posing a question, because you're going into different laterals. I'll give you both another 40 seconds and then we'll see where it goes.
Change location.
Change the location.
Yeah, let's change the location. Another suggestion, beachside. Param kept saying beachside. I think that's the mood here. A sunny day, beachside, and both of your relationship is
They are going to commit suicide.
no. Give me another relationship.
Strangers.
Two strangers meeting on a beach.
Madam, you are looking really great today. Oh, sorry.
Ajit, statement.
Out. Ajit is out.
Toastmaster Zia, come in.
Okay.
Toastmaster Zia, you can unmute yourself and begin. We have the same location and the relationship because it's just begun.
Actually, I'm using my mobile because in this one voice is not coming clear. Is it okay now?
This is very clear, sir.
Not clear, but still, if you make a statement, you're out.
Begin, both of you, Geeta and Toastmaster Zia.
Yeah. So, which place are you from?
I am from Hyderabad.
Zia bhai, you're supposed to answer with question.
Next, come in, Mustafa.
The women's team is leading.
Yes. Hi, everyone.
I think Geeta will shift next because you've also taken quite some space in stage time, and we'll have other participants. Pragya, come in.
The same situation?
Same situation. It's just begun. We didn't even develop on it. So fresh, beachside, sunny day, both of you strangers. Mustafa, Pragya, begin.
Where's the sea?
How would I know?
Aren't you going there?
Do you think that's the only place to go?
Isn't that what we're here for?
Don't you booze?
Do you think I do?
Don't you go to clubs?
Do you think I do? Can I repeat questions? Is it possible for someone to go on a beach while to go on to a club while they're on a beach?
Why do you think it's impossible?
Do you want me to think it's possible?
Want to try it with me?
Do you think that I'm saying yes? Hinting towards one?
Think you will have an option to say no?
How long do you think this will go on for?
How would I know that?
I think that's a question which, okay.
If you give in more details, add story, then it will proceed. If you keep beating around the bush, it won't proceed. So set some context, give some information.
You know, anything
the
nice?
story ahead of this is restricted in Toastmasters.
Okay, new situation, everybody. New location.
Running in the park.
Sorry?
Running in the park.
Running in the park. Okay. And both of you are college mates.
So do you remember back when we used to run in college?
Do you think I even saw you then?
Weren't you the ones running beside me the entire time?
Was I not too busy running?
Do you like this part?
That's too long a pause.
I'm sorry.
Longer pause.
I'm
Done. I think Pragya and Bhavna, both of you can have one because Bhavna did not get a chance. And sorry, team A, you have lost already. Yes, both of you, Pragya and Bhavna, a situation. Give me a new location, everybody.
In an auto, fully packed auto, overloaded auto, and 2 passengers.
That's what Lokesh said just now. Overloaded auto and 2 passengers. Begin.
Okay. Where are you going?
Why would you want to know?
Bhavna, too long a pause. I'm sorry. That's
No
the
worries.
rule. Great. So I think with this, how much time do we have? Can I have one short game left?
Asna Rahul wants to try once.
Are you? And can somebody unmute them, mute themselves? There's some.
1 second, 1 second. I'll mute everyone and then.
I think Yashna, we would close in now. Actually, we are almost over time. Sounds good. Would you like to share your concluding thoughts?
Great. I actually had a one-shot game. Could I have it? Two, 3 things.
Yeah, sure. Then we'll wrap it up quickly. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so this one is one final game. It's I will pick one person from the audience. I will ask them to say 3 things about a certain thing, and you have to quickly say those 3 things. It could be weird topics. Like I'll just give you a basic example. Like if I say, give me 3 names of an ice cream flavor, so you'll have to list down 3 very quickly. Okay. So, but I will be giving weird topics like. I'll begin, Param, you first. 3 things you should not say at your child's PTA meeting.
My child is bad. My child is good. My child is moderate.
None of them. Okay. So the idea in this game is, again, same, be bizarre, don't think of logical things, say the most absurdist of things. Second one, who can I pick? Toastmaster Pooja. Three combination of animals you wish existed.
A giraffe with a zebra, a dog with a cat, and a fox with a wolf.
Okay, great. Thank you. So Rekha ma'am, would you want to go for one more?
Yeah, we will take this one as the last one, Yashna. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Three most underrated things in life.
T-shirts and TV and clocks.
Okay, 3 done.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So with this, we are wrapping up the improv session. I hope you all enjoyed. And the idea of actually bringing improv today was most times we are confined to structures and having a plan and going ahead with it. Improvs breaks those structures, helps us create something out of nothing. Why I primarily love improv is it's scary as well as fun at the same time. And it's fun to see people struggle, pull themselves out of it and still have fun. It's the best way of showing how you can enjoy and learn at the same time you're failing as well. So that's primarily why I love improv so much, and I hope you could get a little bit of that sense today. This was just an adaptation of improv and not exactly what improv is like. So if you all sometimes do ever get a chance, please try it out. Thank you so much, and have a great meeting ahead. Thank you.
Big round of applause to Yashna for conducting that fun session. Now we are going to take a quick 5-minute break, so you can grab your water, chit chat, move a little, and after 5 minutes we have some interesting tall tales and few more fun sessions for all of you for the 350th celebration of Hyderabad Toastmaster. See you in 5 minutes from now.
Hi everyone. Since we have a 5-minute break, and as I promised, Param, can I go ahead?
Don't go anywhere. You just continue.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll not go anywhere. I'll just go ahead into a break. And as I promised everyone, especially guests, first 3 guests will be called out for an interaction. And I would like to first call upon guest Arshan. And I will request, please take 30 to 40 seconds just to share your feedback if you want to share, so that we can interact with more number of guests. So guest Arshan.
Yes, Lokesh.
Yes, Arshan. How you would like to share your feedback?
Yeah, feedback is like
about the meeting.
I attended many Toastmaster meetings and I'm liking it. Today's meeting is little informal, like casual meeting, not like every day.
Yeah, Yeah, this is the 350th milestone meeting, and we had a fun here. We want to celebrate our accomplishment of achieving 350th meeting. Thanks for being here, Arshan.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, next I would like to call upon guest Jay. Jay, you are here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, Jay, would you like to share your experience? It's different meeting than usual.
Yeah, it was good. Every time I say this, that it's too good that I can't express these meetings as such now, because my articulation skills are not that good. I am trying to improve them here. That's the only thing.
Yeah, thank
It's
you,
good.
Jay. We all are here, to improve on this, and we learn while we not only practice, we practice while enjoying. So that's
Yeah.
what we did today. So thank you so much. Next, I would like to invite guest Pujita. Would you like to share your feedback, your experience, anything you want to share?
Yeah, I love this Toastmaster session. I loved how you combined both the usual formal atmosphere along with the informal. Like it wasn't way too informal nor too formal, and it was a perfect mix of the both. And I loved today's meeting. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you, Pujita. I think the fun is still there. You will listen to the tall tale speeches, which is yet to come, and one of the most interesting session in our today's meeting. So the floor is open. If anybody would like to share any feedback, I hand over to Param. Maybe, yeah.
No, we can continue location for absolutely bang on time. We'd like to continue it.
Param,
Yes,
would you like to invite somebody, from our
raising her hand. Something that you want to speak about, Ms. Bhavna?
Okay. Hi, everyone. So for me, I think I have always struggled when it comes to impromptu. I am mostly someone who prepares a lot. Even prior to the call, I write it down every single time. So my calls are more prepared at my workplace. So whenever I have to do impromptu, I struggle a lot. But I think coming to Toastmaster and attending the meetings, I'm thinking that I might improve in impromptu at least in few weeks to come, or maybe the more I join, I think it becomes easier for me to at least think through fast and then kind of communicate. So I think I'm really liking all the sessions that I'm having.
Awesome. Great, Bhavna. So don't belittle yourself that you're not good at something. To each one of you, guess Jay, you said that you're not great in articulation, but use the word articulation. So you're not bad at anything. Yes, Bhavna, don't think you're not good at impromptu. You are prompt and you spoke. And little act each day helps you to improve. It's not, as I said in the beginning, there are two critical components. One is definitely consistency. If you don't do things consistently, the growth of change will not be what you expect. If you do something consistent, you will definitely feel the change, and that's a journey. What Toastmasters is all about. Okay, great. Are we done with the 5-minute break? I'm giving the control back to Toastmaster and my fellow friend Amit Chaudhary. We are back to you.
Thank you, Param. Thank you, everyone. I hope you had a good, refreshing water break, or you managed to move your muscles a little and kind of warm up for next exciting session which we have today. Storytelling is one of the most important aspects of public speaking. They keep you glued to the message, but the process of creating stories can take patience, time, and a due diligence, and sometimes a lot of humor, a lot of side thoughts, lateral thoughts, irregular thoughts. So coming to the next round or next fun session which we have is a small tall tale speech contest. In this round, the contestants are going to speak and enthrall you with their thinking and how over the top they can think. Time Master, Zoom Master, please note that the time for each participant is 3 to 5 minutes with a grace period of 30 seconds on the plus side.
Amit, it's 3 to 4 minutes, right? 3 to 4 minutes with a grace period of 4 minutes, 30 seconds.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you, Joshua, for correcting me. It's 3 to 4 minutes and a 30 second of grace period. Now
I felt like it is out of syllabus now.
So I'm going to call upon the first speaker for today, Toastmaster Ajit, a chartered member of HTM and known as one of the most humorous guy we have around. I asked him what is his best memory of Hyderabad Toastmaster, and he told me, as a conference chair of Reverberation, if I pronounce that correctly, of 2009 of District 81, we received amazing review in the district for HTM role, and that is one of the best memory. So calling upon the first speaker for Tall Tale, Toastmaster Ajit, began squad exogus, Toastmaster Ajit.
Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible, Ajit. You're audible. Are you able to see the white screen?
Yeah, one sec. I just want to set up the screen a little bit at my end. Just hold on. I can see the white screen.
Yeah, can you see the green screen?
Yeah, I can see the colors. That's okay.
Okay, fine.
Blue, red. I see all of them.
Yes, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I just wanted to set up my own screen on my computer. Just hold on. Good to go.
We are good to go.
Good morning, humanoids. It is true. Aliens have been on planet Earth since many years. Please listen calmly for the next few minutes so that I can put things in perspective. I have been part of the humanoids exogus planning team since 2010. Humanoids have developed a reckless lifestyle, abused Mother Nature, and blatantly exploited natural resources. We are the reason why about 1 million species of plants and animals shall be extinct as of the end of year 2021. As the most intelligent species, we have failed in our duty to coexist with other co-inhabitants of this planet. Come 2023, 2020-2023, humans shall be attacking each other with bioweapons, and it has been predicted that almost 3.5 billion lives, that is 40% of humanoid lives, will be lost by the year 2030. Humans have caused global warming to impact the ozone layer, cause huge forest fires to destroy animals, fauna, and trees, generated uncontrollable plastic waste to suffocate marine life, and use biowarfare, chemical warfare to pollute the very air we breathe in. Not to mention the nuclear weapons that are being delivered in missiles traveling at the speed of sound, as if we can't wait to get ourselves destroyed. At this rate, the galaxy board predicted that the humanoids would have rendered planet Earth uninhabitable by the year 2095. This tragedy necessitated the galaxy board to authorize implementation of Plan Exogus by the medium whom we also call generally aliens. The medium is presently 40,000 light years away and needs 3 more galactic cycles, that is 9 more years to reach our planet Earth. In the parallel time, we humanoids shall gain basic erudition level 0-1 as per galaxy standards. By year 2030, humans will be adding their natural stupidity 25%, added to it 75% artificial intelligence, and then we shall be erudition level 0-1. At this level, we'll be able to speak to the medium using artificial intelligence. Today is just the basic initial briefing for Exogus. These extended lockdowns that you are currently having have been planned for you so that you can smoothly transition to operating comfortably in secure spaces. By 2030, large areas are going to be cocooned within the giant globule called Began. Began is biological aquatic ecospace containing globule aggregation of natural sapiens. Friends, pure air, water, power and utilities will be provided to each Began. Each Began will have 1 million inhabitants. Intra-Began travel will be possible through 8 connecting tubes using hyperloops. A few not for human Begans are being developed for agriculture and to preserve forest and mineral resources. Air travel shall be used only for defense and administration. By 2030, the Bega infrastructure will be in place. By that time, the medium galactic pods will be available and we shall be using moonlight powered laser bots to generate the infrastructure that is required. I am currently in the process of providing them with capabilities of cloned 3D printing using mined natural resources raw materials. I've been part of meetings with the United Nations and various large nations. As you all know, you would have heard of Quad. Quad does not stand for Quadrilateral Security Dialogue for Free and Open Pacific, but it's a planning group to form secure, closed quarantine spaces. In 2025, Quad would have signed B-Squad Began, which is Began Secured Quarantine Urban Agreement Deed, and it will be made public to all of you. We are currently working on this document, and under this document, Quad has already started working on creating massive solar and hydropower generators that shall be used to operate the Begans. I have ordered manufacturing of most required Began components in China and the Antarctic, and that is the reason why you find Chinese exports have dipped up a bit in the current, as you must be seeing currently in the news. Kindly note, geographies and political leaderships as they exist today shall be appropriately converted into separate BARTA. BARTA stands for Began Administration Regional Terminal Authority. All basic services, including Wi-Fi, 5G, 6G will continue. Polluting vehicles will be replaced with renewable energy, non-polluting alternatives mandatorily. If you want to become a part of BARTA, you will have to apply to the UN effective 2026. I'm afraid this is all the time I have for today. I won't be taking any questions. Humanoid Hermit, please take over.
Thank you, Master Ajit. Still grappling with those acronyms and the citizenship and the rules and places I have to apply to probably live. So we'll take 30 seconds to provide feedback to Toastmaster Ajit before we call upon our next speaker. 30 seconds, yeah.
The link has been shared on the chat box. Please use this link to give him your feedback.
And if you want to apply for any fast approval of citizenship, please reach out to Toastmaster Ajit directly after the meeting, hopefully.
Yeah, a few more seconds to go, Amit.
All right.
Yeah, we are good.
Okay, so for next participant, we have Toastmaster Harish, a practicing accountant and finance teacher. I asked him what is his most famous or most memorable HTM memory, and he told me that in the breakouts room of contest in ISC, the humor, the punches, and the lightness we shared remains one of his most favorite memory of Hyderabad Toastmasters. So Toastmaster Harish, people technologies, Toastmaster Harish.
You're able to hear, can we check? Yeah, timer
Yes.
starts. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
able to see. Thank you. Okay. Good morning. Namaskaram. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. 3 years ago, I quit my corporate job to set up a business venture and serve people. I started exploring various ideas. One day, I sat under a peepal tree inside Indira Park and started thinking about ideas. Harish, I heard someone calling me my name in a low voice. I got up. I looked around. To my surprise, there is no one near. Wait a second. Oh my God, this tree is speaking with me. For a moment, my heart skipped a beat. Frightened and about to run. The tree said, hey, stop. I'm trying to help you, so you better stay here. On the condition of getting help, I sat down and started conversation with the tree. We had a wonderful session. We discussed about our lives, our both career problems and future plans. Together, we developed a technology where trees emit Wi-Fi signals in addition to little bit oxygen also. Being a chartered accountant, the first thing I did was to go home and register a company by the name People Tree Technologies Private Limited. The product was launched by Leonardo DiCaprio in front of a large gathering inside Lal Bahadur Stadium, out of his sheer interest in climate and environment protection. The technology is amazing, guys. You don't need electricity, no satellites or no telephone towers. Moreover, the signals are natural and organic signals. There is no radiation as well. The product became an instant success. Within no time, we covered the entire Telangana. Then I got a call from Delhi to come and meet the King of India. We had a one-on-one conversation for 6 hours, where I explained about this Made in India technology. Impressed with me and my technology, he awarded me a contract for supplying 130 crore trees. People started more and more trees for getting better connectivity in their houses. Soon people started tree shopping malls, tree theme parks, and trees rental services as well. With this, even the lifestyle of people got changed. Children, instead of sitting in their homes, started going outside. They started spending time in nature. In fact, schools taking classes under trees. It became a worldwide phenomenon. We all together even reversed the bad impacts of global warming, climate change, and radiation. For my services towards humanity, I have been awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, which I have dedicated to the people tree. Now, we both are working together for another technology which generates electricity with the trees by emitting solar radiation. This August 15th, Wind Diesel is coming to India to launch these solar trees. He even promised he will change his name from Wind Diesel to Wind Solar. Please call me to get a solar plant in advance. We got a very good discount for HTM. Thank you very much for being such a great audience. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harish, for that introduction of ideas of Wi-Fi and solar. Please take 30 seconds to give feedback to Toastmaster Harish. The link is in participant chat window. Before we prepare for one more exciting tall tale by our next speaker.
Yes, I shared it.
30 seconds. Are we done, Jisho?
I guess we're good to go.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Abhijit, the link is there. I have shared it. Hope you have got it.
It's just about your message, Abhijit, in the chat window.
Got it, sir. Got it, sir. Thank you.
Great. So we take few more seconds before we close the feedback link and goes to next speaker. Jasho, we are good to go?
Yeah, we are good to go.
So for our next speaker, we have Toastmaster Lakshmi. When I asked her what is her favorite memory, she said the first time she spoke in a table topic remains her favorite memory of Hyderabad Toastmaster journey. So we have Toastmaster Lakshmi, infinite star, Toastmaster Lakshmi. Over to you.
Hello everyone, am I audible? Can I see the change of cards, please? Thank you, Jasho.
Is
I'm
it
good to-
visible?
Yes, it is. Thank you, Jasho, and I'm good to go. Thank you, Toastmaster Amit, for your kind introduction of this humble woman. On this day of celebration, thank you for giving me this platform of truth to make a small announcement. Dear Toastmasters and honored guests, a lovely morning to you all. In these grim times of pandemic, this could be the best news yet. I completed writing a book recently, and Penguin India will be publishing it soon. Not that I asked for, I had to honor the traditions of the publishing house. So they're going to pay me an advance of 10 crores for the book that I wrote. It so happened, the feedback that you guys gave for my last speech somehow reached Penguin's office. They immediately deployed a team to find the speaker who spoke the golden words. They knocked my door when the clock struck 6 in the morning. Of course, it was an auspicious time. That's also when the lockdown restrictions are eased. I asked the editor and the team, why me? She gave an emphatic answer. We got a recording of your speech from Toastmaster Jasho. Your rich words are exactly what this world desperately needs in this age of LOLs, ROFLs, TQs in place of blessed thank yous. Your magnificent words alone have the power to heal this broken world. I found no reason to say no. Therefore, I embarked on this noble journey to enlighten the world with my words. Last week, I sent my draft to the editor. As soon as she received, she came back with her team and kissed my hand. My draft was directly sent to the printing press for printing. Zero editing was required. If there were more writers like me, the world wouldn't need editors at all. I felt saddened to hear that the news of my book release unleashed a wave of writer's block amongst the writers. You know what? Sashi has managed to sneak upon my manuscript. The man is in a miserable state. Every year I go to Himalayas for meditation with a group. This year we had to do a virtual one though. Rajni sir, superstar Rajni sir is also part of our group. So I casually asked him, Hala, suggest a name for my book, no? He jumped with joy and said, Kanama, let's call it the Infinite Star because that's what you are. Someone without limits. You have the ability to fill in pages with glorious words, and it is a job of the audience to find the message. My movies and your writing are on the equal footing. Blockbusters anytime. Manadari, Rahadari. He did have a point. Therefore, the name of the book is The Infinite Star. You know me, I'm not a person who would go for publicity and promotion. The people who benefited the book have taken it upon themselves to promote The Infinite Star. Modi ji will be speaking about it in his next Man Ki Baat, and you'll be asked to come to your balconies to clap for him. Rihanna, Greta, and their likes are going to tweet nice words this time to get a chance to meet me. Zuckerberg is busy with big release plans on Facebook and Insta. Google has already commissioned a doodle. Arnab will do a special show the nation needs to know. Ekta Kapoor wants to adapt Infinite series, Infinite Star, into a web series for infinite number of series. And looks like Oprah and I will have to do many Soul Sundays together. Just because the book is beyond the genres, it has everything that you wanted to know and that you need to know. That's more important. The book is a gift to you all. Read The Infinite Star and live well. By the way, Amazon and discount, you have to pay the full price. I love you all so much. So go to Toastmasters International website, use the code TOLLTALES to get a discount of 10% on pre-orders. You can thank me later. See you all at the book release party. Until then, bye-bye. Over to you, Toastmaster Amit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lakshmi, for refreshing my memory of soap operas, which I might have forgotten in this pandemic somehow. We would have 30 seconds for providing feedback to Toastmaster Lakshmi. The link will be posted in the chat window. She, like Ajit said, she might just have missed the Hall of Fame, but don't worry, we'll try to put her back, Ajit. So please provide feedback for Toastmaster Lakshmi. The link is posted. Are we good, Jasho?
More 5 seconds and then we are good to go. Yes.
All right. So we have our next and final participant for this exciting contest, Toastmaster Uday, engineer. And when I asked him what is his favorite memory, he said, Amit, hosting a first time TMOD meeting or hosting a first Toastmaster meeting as a TMOD of the day remains one of his favorite memory of the Toastmasters. So we have Toastmaster Uday, motivation, Toastmaster Uday, over to you.
A quick check. Sorry, I forgot my goggles with Ajit. Hope it's okay. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. You are audible and visible as well. Can you see the time cards?
Yes.
Great.
Thank you. One day, between the first and second wave, I have received an email from my college principal saying that, Dear Uday, we want you to come to the college at least once. It's been a long time. Tears. Tears started rolling down my eyes. I was so elated as if my test result turned negative. But the mail ended up saying, please do clear the dues and collect your engineering certificate, which is of no use. He was mean. It was hurting. I felt bad. I deleted that email and visited the college. He had received me and took me to the third year's classroom and introduced me to the students. Students, he is your senior, who I thought could do nothing but marriage, but he has been doing everything but marriage. As you guys have a lot of time to waste, why don't you interact with your senior? He said and left. I started with my introduction. Hello class, I'm Uday Kiran Sorima. I was a student like all of you sitting in the same class 35 years ago. Here I am. As I was expecting response, they didn't respond. I said, I'm working with the world's best organization as their electrical manager. They didn't care. Students, listen. I'm working with Siemens, a dream company of every electrical engineer like us. They didn't listen. Okay, the class was out of control. At last I said, I'm a Toastmaster. There was complete silence. And I could hear a strange voice from the corner of the room saying, Toastmaster. In no time, everyone rose and started chanting, Toastmasters, Toastmasters, Toastmasters. I said, yeah, Toastmasters where leaders are made. They started jumping with the joy. And even boys, they started jumping on the benches. As I was having no clue, I went on by saying, it's been 5 years since I'm a Toastmaster. This time the whole crowd went crazy. They started tearing off the clothes. Only boys. Only boys do overaction in any class, as everyone know. I wanted to take that momentum to the next level. I also said them, class, in Toastmasters, we evaluate to motivate. Again, a pin drop silence. This time their faces were beaming with pride. And they started walking out of the classroom. They went to the corridor. They called everyone to the corridor and started clapping, whistling, and banging the utensils, whatnot, everything out of the excitement. At the last, the college principal asked me, Uday, as we have motivated a lot by you, you are our inspiration. What was your last message to the students? After a deep breath, I said, when the vaccines are free for all, why should the private hospitals charge for them? Even before I complete my sentence, I could realize a huge queue. I thought it was for something like a vaccination drive, but later I'm told it is a queue for Toastmasters registration. And it is all because of my motivation. This is what we think about ourselves being a Toastmasters in Toastmasters. But the society outside, they have a different impression. They started seeing us, people with special needs. Recently, I met my neighbor and told, hello, ma'am, I'm Toastmaster. Oh, I'm so sorry for you, but it's okay. We are with you. Keep taking the Dolo 650 mg for every 6 hours. Things will be all right. Madam, you heard me wrong. I'm a Toastmaster. Oh, stay at home. A home isolation. You guys deserve that. That's it. This is what people thinking about ourselves. At least now, I request every one of you. We are not the thinkers and movers or shakers. We are just Toastmasters. Come out of the illusion and quit Toastmasters as early as possible. At least then I would get a chance to take part in the international speech contest at the USA next year. Over to you, Toastmaster Reddy.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uday. A big round of applause for Toastmaster Uday. Please provide feedback for Toastmaster Uday. The link is in participant window and we would have 30 seconds before we close the feedback link.
Just a minute, just a minute. Yes, I have shared.
Thank you, Jasho. Are we good to go, Jasho?
A few more seconds and then we are good.
All right. Now, I will request you to take 30 more seconds for voting for the best speaker. The tall tales which took you to the tall of the mountains you can ever hear of the words and situations and thoughts. So Toastmaster Jasho Sri will share the link in the chat for it.
I'm launching the poll. Shall I?
Yeah, please launch the poll.
Yeah, I have launched it.
Please select the best speaker of all the 4 speakers today of Tall Tale.
Please note the sequence of speakers in the voting has changed. Please check the name and then vote.
Yes, thank you Toastmaster Rahul for that. Toastmaster Lakshmi spoke at number 3, but her name is on number 4 in the list. Yeah.
Few more votes and then we are
right. I think we are good, Joshua. Yeah. All right. For next fun session, I'd like to call upon Toastmaster Pragya, one of the fastest learner we have in HTM. When I asked her, like, what is her favorite memory of Toastmaster? She said, reaching district semi in ISC and district finals in TT remains one of her best memory of the Toastmaster. For next fun-filled session, over to you, Toastmaster Pragya.
And out of all the Toastmasters in HTM, I am one of the most greediest one. Am I audible?
No. We can't hear you.
Yes.
Okay.
We can hear you, Pragya. Yes, you are, Pragya.
No, we can't hear you.
So, okay. So out of all the Toastmasters in HTM, I am one of the most greediest one. And the first greed I will show to everybody is to switch on their videos. Because I believe I cannot have fun looking at photos which have been clicked 20 years back and have been uploaded in Zoom to look better and look beautiful. I want to see the real you now. So can I please request all of you to switch on your videos? Still, there are so many people left. Okay.
Pooja has not been to a parlor, so she is not willing to come on screen.
In fact, Harish is also at beach, so he will also not be able to come.
Okay. So this particular session is a special part of this meeting because HTM has completed 350 meetings, which means we have come a long way from where we started. Although I was not a part of the whole long way, but I would still want people to know about how far we have come from where we started. And one part which forms the club is the members. So today, my session will be divided into two parts. One is the memories of these people from their own childhood. And second, the memories of them from being a part of Toastmaster. Now I know guests must be thinking, what are we going to do? So the bonus that you all are going to get is to see funny pictures of the senior veteran members whom you see so elegant, polite, and understanding now in HTM. And you get to bully them whenever you see them next. For me, I have believed that as important as preserving the memories is for reminiscing on with past generation, it is equally important for teaching to future generations. And preserving these memory means that you have a lot to look back to and a lot to share. So all the guests, are you ready? A lot of these members who are in the pictures are in the meeting now also. You can see their beautiful faces with the videos on and try to guess who that person can be. What for the members, I will be giving you one clue with each picture so that you can try to guess as to who that person can be. So all set for the bullying? Yep. Members, you can write everything which you feel about that picture in the chat box. It is all open to you. Don't miss the fun. Okay, so let's start. I will just share my screen. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes, Pragya.
Great. And as we all know, our pictures are our footprints, and it's the best way to tell people where we were here. Now you must be thinking why I have written this. Because this is the part from where you started your journey of life. So all the pictures will be of really little tiny mini of you, and people will have to guess from there. Here we go with the first picture. And please remember, the one whose picture is this is not allowed to guess. Okay. So this person is somebody in HTM who has a real zeal of going ahead and learning everything possible and has gone a long way. He is also a part of the table topic sessions which happen in the HTM on Wednesday nights. You can unmute, you can write it on chat.
Okay. Okay.
I can't believe Lokesh and Ajit can look the same when they were children.
Okay, so you can write in the chat box so that we know who knows the maximum number
money. 100% money है.
Derail करना बंद करो यार. You can't guess if it is you.
You can't even answer it.
You have seen next slide, huh?
You have seen the next slide.
Okay. Let's
Lokesh, what were you
the
trying?
Let's have the next
Okay,
person.
so put down weight.
Okay.
He has put down weight.
Sureka.
Sureka, ma'am.
Evergreen Sureka.
Evergreen Sureka.
Yes, Sureka, ma'am.
This was the time when Surekha ma'am joined STM, and I think she still looks as beautiful as ever.
Yeah.
Okay, who is this person now?
This is Vijayan.
Vijayan. Yeah.
Pratima.
Try. Everybody's final answer. Who's he?
Any hint? Pragya, any hint?
बच्चा बड़ा नहीं हुआ.
I have to give the hint.
Pragya Q.
Okay. No, you have answer. Okay, so this person is somebody who has been a veteran in HTM and also a part of, I suppose, the EC part, and has played quite important. He's always been given suggestions in HTM to become better.
Vijay.
Oh,
wow. Wow.
Everyone guessed wrong.
Well, but Sushil is not a veteran. That's a derailing. That's a no.
Misleading cue.
That's a misleading cue. He's not a veteran.
Upcoming cue. Upcoming cue.
5 years later question.
Okay, so you have to guess about this little kid in the lap of his father.
Vijayan.
Yeah, for sure.
Our Tamil superstar.
And this is Vijayan, I suppose, when at least the photo which he gave me was when he joined Toastmaster. This is his 2-year-old little kid.
Okay. So previous one was Vijayan, right?
Yes.
Yeah. In the lap.
Now this is somebody easy to guess.
Lakshmi.
Eyes will give away.
Still the same attitude.
Hey, Fans Association President.
Okay. So you have to guess this. You have to guess this. This little kid in the lap of his mother.
The mother looks like Indira Gandhi. This is very.
I know. When I got the picture, I was more intrigued by who the lady is.
I'll go for Rohil. Yeah.
This is Rohil.
People are reading, not the kid, but everyone else.
Any guess, Pragya? Any guesses?
Rohil. Twins, sir. It is Rohil. Twins.
Rohil. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
no.
Rohil.
Twins,
Yeah.
Rohil.
And he has got the same chubby look on his face now as well.
Yes.
He sent a matching picture so that people
Go.
recognize
This one
him.
looks. He looks like Vijay Mallya in this, no? Little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm not Vijay Mallya.
Looks like.
Rohil Mallya.
Rohil Mallya.
Not Vijay Mallya, bald Modi.
The easy one out.
Rahul.
I think that left eyebrow is a dead giveaway. Okay.
Ah.
Oh, you had it when you were a child.
Smile is still same of Rahul.
That was more for the fun part, and now we go to the interesting segment where you all will be sharing your own memories. The major part will be by the Toastmasters, but if there is any guest who has been attending our meeting since maybe 5-6 meetings and have formed some of these memories, can be a part of this segment. So in this segment, I'll be giving you these options to select from. Based on which one you select, I'll be giving you a question and you will have to get back to one of your memories. The second segment, which says that you need to have a 2-minute dialogue, will mostly be Toastmasters.
Can you put it on slideshow mode?
Yes, I'll just do that. Just give me 1 second. Okay. So the second category, which is there, I'll just brief you about that. When it says a 2-minute dialogue, it means that you will be conversing with your own self. It can be 2 sides of your mind, good or bad, or it can be depending on the topic, if you would have gone to some meeting and you would have been thinking something at that point of time, that is the dialogue which needs to come in this part. So may I please have my first volunteer? And remember, it is always good to volunteer because you should never leave the ball in somebody else's court. Okay, because I don't have any volunteer, I get the leverage to pick up people. So let's start with people.
I'll go for it. Param, yeah, I'll go
Okay, so Param, which one would you want to select?
I'll go for category 1.
Okay, exactly after 1 minute of the topic will be flipped and the speaker will need to share his or her opposite perspective. Toastmaster Param, your scenario is the first time you entered a Toastmaster meeting. You have to speak that you loved it.
Wow. I walked into that little hall in Mumbai, in the 3rd floor at Santa Cruz. Then a new fresher to Toastmaster, Brilliant, was along with me. It was raining cats and dogs that day at Mumbai. And I was thinking it's going to be a wine tasting session. Toastmasters, what it can be. But when I went inside and saw a handful of people occupying the stage and giving great speeches, it took my breath away.
Flip, you hated the meeting.
Boy, don't tell me. I was told it's going to be a session where you can interact with people, have fun, everything. I walked in and there was Brilliant along with me. Such a boring person. Came with a ponytail on his head and he had some thoughts in his mind. He didn't even know what the meeting was. Then a couple of 2 other people standing over there waiting for people to come and arrange the table, chair, desk, etc. And then there was an old gentleman who walked in and he said, "What made you to come here?" And I'm like, "That's the reason I'm here. What made me to come here? You are supposed to tell me why am I supposed to be here on such a rainy evening. I should have been having vada pav with cutting chai. And I'm standing in front of you and you're not even offering me anything." It was completely something I never thought about. I thought it's a Toastmaster. There'll be one.
It's over, Param. So Param, when you told about the story of Santa Cruz, I really hope you remember the first day you would have actually entered that hall and you were not offered the vada pav and chai. Then when you think of it now, what do you think, how far you feel this journey has got you?
Enriching. That's one word to say it. Just to put in one word, it's been an enriching journey. You keep learning something new.
Thank you, Param. Okay, can I have the next person? We have Prithviraj. Prithviraj, which one would you want to try?
You gave me something. I don't want to choose.
Okay, how many meetings have you attended with us?
I've been a member for 7 years.
Okay, I'll go for category 3 because this is one of my favorites. And what you have to do in this category is that whatever you speak, I will be questioning you a why in between, anywhere I feel like. And you will have to answer, you will have to change your stand and survive me during that 2 minutes of all the whys and hows I'll be asking you. Okay, so it is about the survival through this 2 minutes and not taking any long pauses at that point of time to think. So
Okay.
Toastmaster Prithvi, your scenario is that you are a speaker in one of the Toastmasters meeting and you are speaking on a topic which nobody understands. Absolutely nothing. You've gone into a scientific topic which nobody wants to listen to or nobody understands. You can start.
I think it was 2014 when I was giving a speech. It was an Alliance Française. That was where HTM was hosted at that point of time. And I was giving a speech on telemedicine and nobody knew anything about this. I still think nobody knows anything about this, but I gave an attempt. And after beginning about how there was no medicinal facilities for certain parts of rural India and rural places around the world, and how we could improve upon this through the use of
Why would
telemedicine.
you improve?
Well, there is no need to improve, but we still would have a better experience, perhaps maybe less cases of any kind of illnesses, or if people had access to medical facilities. And if they had better access to diagnostic equipment, which is not usually available, and doctors who do not want to go and travel to those remote places. They
Why
would rather.
wouldn't the doctors go?
Well, I think that they're more concerned about their children and their lifestyle outside of work, which would require them to be in a city after slogging for 10 years in the medical system, studying very hard to achieve something, and now they don't want to go into the
Which
middle of
city
nowhere.
will it be?
Right, suppose it would be a metropolitan city, something like Hyderabad, where they could have all the amenities and comforts that they desire. I don't know about other cities, but I think other cities also offer similar privileges to people who have money and are willing to spend it. So going back to the telemedicine and how it impacts lives of people. After the speech, some people came back to me and said, oh, I hope it becomes a reality. And which was only one lady, she was from pharma. And the rest of the people were like, what did you talk about? I couldn't understand anything about this.
What did you talk about, Prithvi?
Yeah, I started wondering that after I gave the speech, because everybody had blank deadpan expressions on their face, as if I had spoken about, as if I had given a speech in Latin or Sanskrit or something like that. And it was a very, it was a learning experience, as we say in Toastmasters. And it
What
was.
did you learn, Prithvi?
I learned that you should not give speeches on telemedicine, firstly. And secondly, I learned that when you give a speech, you better do more due diligence on your audience. And my evaluator, Krishnan at the time, he gave a very long evaluation, and he also didn't qualify for any awards, and neither did I, because of nobody understood my speech. And he gave me a detailed evaluation, and I learned a lot.
Did he understand your speech, Prithvi?
Well, I hope I did, because I tried to give the best possible explanation to the people that were listening and viewing me. I began to question what I actually spoke about and if I had understood the topic correctly after I gave the speech, because that is what the other people were looking at.
Do you know it now?
Well, I just remember the concept and nothing else at this point. But yes, I still believe that it was a good concept to share. But I should have perhaps given it in a more story format, which I didn't do, and I bored people with the facts. And maybe I should have had somebody like you who could have questioned me every time I was giving something, so that people would actually get to know and ask me the tough questions and address the elephant in the room. So yes, that was something that I regret now, that after 6 years of giving that speech. But yes, that was what it was.
Thank you,
And
Prithvi. And I must believe that you've been a good survivor for questions like me. Most of the people in STM don't survive my questions. They will ask me to shut up after some time. Okay, let's have Rohil. I always wanted to grill Rohil, sir.
Oh,
Sir,
but go ahead. Go ahead.
Which one would you want to select?
I will take category 2.
Okay. So in category 2, the speaker needs to deliver a 2-minute dialogue speech on the topic. And you have to use your thinking to have a dialogue with yourself. It should not be a dialogue with anybody else. So you are basically conversing with your own mind and in your own thoughts.
Okay.
So Rohil sir, your scenario is that you have been in a conversation with Surekha ma'am, the meeting for the first time. And Surekha ma'am is telling you a little bit about her experience in Toastmasters. You are busy with your own world in that first meeting when you are talking to Surekha ma'am.
Yeah, hi, Surekha. And Surekha starts talking about Toastmasters. Why somebody else?
So, to make it more interesting, can we have Surekha ma'am on the screen? And can you please explain about your first day? You are telling Rohil sir about your experience in Toastmasters then.
Pragya, can you stop sharing your screen? Then both of them will be on the screen.
Yep. Yep.
Surekha ma'am, you have to keep talking about your first time in Toastmaster, that memory, your favorite memory, and Rohil sir is lost.
Hi, Surekha.
Ma'am, you need to unmute.
Rohil, just to tell you a little bit about Toastmasters, there is a very interesting topic called segment called table topics. When I first came to Toastmasters, I participated in table topics and I was the best table topic speaker. Want to know what my topic was?
No. I am not interested in Toastmasters, Surekha. I met you. I heard something about you, so I came to meet you for that reason. But I wanted to talk to you about gardening. Because I'm very.
There's a little confusion here. So, Rohil sir, you are talking to yourself. Surekha ma'am, in a low voice, will keep telling whatever she has to speak, and you are talking to yourself. For example, you're just telling that, why is this lady telling me all this?
Yeah,
What will I do with this? That kind of a thing. So, Surekha ma'am, you will have to keep speaking your part in a low voice. And
I think it will be very confusing if both of us speak at the same time, Pragya.
Yeah, I think so.
Rohil also has to speak. If I'm speaking, audience will not be able to get anything out of it.
I will handle it. Yeah. Now, I met this lady, Surekha, and she keeps talking about Toastmasters. And I'm wondering, why is she telling me all this? Because I heard from a common friend that she knows a lot about gardening. And how do I make her talk to me about gardening? And she goes on about Toastmasters. What is this Toastmasters? And maybe I should ask her. No, I don't think I should ask her. I mean, I'll keep asking her about gardening and how she maintains her plants and how does she do the outdoor vegetables in particular, because I don't grow vegetables. I want to ask her something more. And, and she again keeps butting in about this speeches and leadership. And I've been through all this and I'm not really interested. I don't want to discuss leadership and speeches and all right now. My mindset is about going outside, seeing her garden, asking her questions about the vegetables she's growing, how she maintains them, seasonality, how much does it cost? And I don't know. I mean, this lady is, I think, obsessed with Toastmasters. And she keeps saying things like, let us do public speaking. And we got 50 members. Why don't you join us? No, I don't have the time for this. On a Sunday, I need to spend time in the garden. I need to grow my vegetables and my plants, and I'm passionate about it. I'm not passionate about, again, standing in front of a stage and going on about some topic and leadership, motivating people. No, really not. She's a nice lady. She looks very friendly and, very alive, and, she knows what she's talking about. But, I think I should just talk to her about this, stick to the point. And when I leave here, I should learn something about what I came for. So I think that's it. Let me just stick to my point. Very difficult to turn the topic with her because she's a very good speaker. And I'm quite excited about listening to her, but this is not what I want. So I have to turn the topic to my direction and I will get something out of this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Rohil. And I am happy that Toastmaster Surekha hopefully could not listen to all this conversation inside your head. Okay, so now
we'll take a last one. We are just crossing the limit, so we'll take one more participant and then we'll plan to close out. Yeah.
So this segment, for this particular question, I will need Toastmaster Pratima, Toastmaster Param.
Yeah, I'm there.
Toastmaster Zia and Toastmaster Surekha. Can we have all these people spotlighted, please?
I can't see DTM Pratima here. She's there. Who else? Pragya? Zia also.
Yes.
DTM Zia spotlighted.
Okay.
DTM Pratima is here in the meeting. I can't see her.
Do we have anybody else who's the veteran of our club in the meeting? Manideep, yeah, Mani.
Mani, can you start your video so that I can spotlight you? Yes, done. Thank you.
This is the most beautiful part, which I would want all the veterans here of the club to build on. I will be giving you a sentence because nobody took the sentence section. I'll be going to give you a sentence and you all have to speak one sentence, 1 or 2 maximum sentence to build a story of journey of HTM. Because you are the people who have seen HTM growing from, maybe Toastmaster Ajit can be, because he was one of the founder members. Toastmaster Ajit can also be a part of it.
Yeah,
Advokesh, can you? Yes. So all of you will have to speak 2 lines and define the journey of HTM in these 2 lines. It has to be like a story. So 2 sentences by Param and then followed by the next speaker. So I'll just tell you the speaking order. The first person will be Toastmaster Ajit, being I would say the main pillars of Toastmasters and HTM Toastmasters. Ajit, your story will start with, and we got the idea to start Toastmasters. After Ajit, Toastmaster Surekha, then Toastmaster Param, then Manideep and Zia sir. That will be the order. Tell us the journey, for all the guests, tell us the journey of HTM.
Yeah, and at the hotel in Minerva, Minerva, where we are first gathering, we got the idea that we have to continue this 6 people group. We have to grow this group to at least 20 to form the first community Toastmaster club. And there were, I remember from this group, Vidya Shankar and Venkata were part of the group initially. And we started meeting. From 6, we went slowly to 14. With great difficulty, we formed around 13 or 14 regular members. There would be 3-4 members who would keep coming and they would keep dropping off. We would just get to around 16 and then again 3-4 people would stop coming. Then we'd form a few more regulars. So we are never able to get to the number of 20 that we wanted. And also the meetings places, we were initially meeting at a hotel. When it became 14, 15, we had to find a meeting place. So luckily we had one of our members, at least, and we started with my office. At my office in Jubilee Hills, we started meeting for a few meetings. And from there,
I think your turn is over.
Okay, next.
When I joined, we used to meet in a place called the Learning Hut. That was a rooftop learning hut. That is the best place. It was a small, cozy group of Toastmasters. We were very friendly, informal, focused on quality. It was not at all bureaucratic. People were very friendly. Ajit, Venkata, Prasad, Salil, Vidya, Prasanna. I could recall so many names. They all focused on quality. They were very people-oriented. Not procedures were there to guide us, but it was not at all bureaucratic. We all helped each other. We all supported each other. That was the best phase of my Toastmasters journey, I would say.
Oh, fantastic. I came when things were moving into a more matured stage of the club. An amazing foundation that has been set by Toastmaster Ajit and the times of Toastmaster Surekha. And actually, I came into the club through Toastmaster Surekha. She was the person I reached out to join the club. And when with her, you know for sure, you are standing on a club which has got good legs to stand upon in the place. The club was well established. There were great speakers already running to the stage. They were no longer need to be nudged and pushed, but they were running to the stage. The speaking slots were getting filled, and definitely the topics were very interesting because the types of topics that were thrown that make you to think on the spur of the moment. And there was a complete structure to the meeting that was made from the start to the end. I think the sort of clarity as well as the value that Toastmaster Ajit and Surekha brought in and almost shaped the club to a certain level of excellence that anybody would yearn for. Over to you, Mani.
I joined Toastmasters, especially Hyderabad Toastmasters, way back in 2012. I still remember the first meeting that I attended. I came on a bike and I reluctantly or unwillingly entered the club meeting at Jigyasa studio. It was in Amirpet back then. It was a wintry morning, and they were all strangers. All the people back then, I do not know who these people are, what they do. It was just I saw on the meetup group, and they thought, why not give it a try? So it all started there, and surprisingly, strangers turned into friends, friends turned into family. That's the beauty of Hyderabad Toastmasters. We all, most of us started the journey. It's like a sea, waves, where a lot of people have joined along the journey. A lot of people have left. So whatever it is, whoever came and whoever left, everybody is part of this larger family called Hyderabad Toastmasters. Despite our differences, despite highs and lows, we used to go to restaurant, break the bread, have a small talk, then forget it like there's nothing. I hope this journey will continue as long as our humanity exists. Over to Zia.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I used to attend as a visiting Toastmaster for HTM meetings for quite long time. When we used to have meetings in Banjara Hills, then in Amirpet. But recently in 2019, I joined as a member of Hyderabad Toastmasters Club because I know quite familiar faces where I can interact and I can see, and also the age factor. So when the people like Param, Ajit, Surekha, we are more comfortable, isn't it? So that is one of the reasons. Sorry, Surekha is quite younger to me, so don't take it to her.
Sureka is much younger.
So that's how I joined. Yes.
Yes, sir. And
so that was one of the reason why I joined Hyderabad Toastmasters.
And me, Sushil, Harish, we have been, a lot of people have been the latest additions to the HTM family. When we look back to HTM, I think today when we got to know that, okay, it's 350th meeting, we thought that we are just a tiny part of HTM family. We've just started our journey with it. Hope we will have a meeting where we tell we have been attending the meeting from 350 meetings onwards. But yes, when I think all of you can take your that 10 seconds time to think back of what your journey has been in Toastmasters, in HTM, and I'm sure that all we need to take care of is the beautiful memories that we have created, and somehow bury the memories which might have, it's a long period, so we might have had memories which would have not given us that kind of a positive environment, happiness, would have been disastrous probably, would have raised us with our members at times. But what matters is that we all stand together here, and at least we as new members, I think Harish, Sushil will agree to it, have been accepted with open arms from the veterans. We were all scared when we were joining how to go to a veteran club. That was our question. People would not accept us. We are too new to give opinions, or we are too new to say something. But thanks to the HTM family from my side, hope to create the memories which you all have created and lived over these 350 meetings. Hope we all be a part of your upcoming memories and create these beautiful memories together. Over to Toastmaster Amit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pragya, for that wonderful walk through the memory lane. And yes, we are a little over time. My apologies, and my team apologies for that. I would quickly hand over the meeting back to the presiding officer, Param, now to conclude the meeting and carry it forward. Over to you, Toastmaster Param.
Thank you so much for conducting this wonderful session on this special day. Toastmaster Amit Chaudhary, I think has been fantastic. Your energy on the screen is always the one which pulls up even a crowd which is not there. They will come back to the screen. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amit Chaudhary. To take the proceedings further, I have some good announcements to share on the screen. We got 350 is a long when you look from 0. But when you look from 1,000, 1,500, 350 is still a long way to go. So what I would say is let's not rest our laurels on 350, which is done. Let's enjoy the 350 and then look for many more to happen in the times ahead. For me, 350 is a good number, but still way more to go for Hyderabad Toastmasters. And the reason Hyderabad Toastmasters is full of hope and possibilities is because I'm going to share the screen for some of the best achievements done in the recent times by our Toastmaster fraternity. Let me know if you're able to see the screen. Okay, should be there. I hope you all are able to see the screen.
Yeah, we are. We are.
So good to recognize some of our Toastmaster champions. DTM Pratima, she's completed her level 2 in effective coaching this week. We have DTM Manideep, who has been chosen as the best amongst the best district leader. So a big round of applause to both of them, DTM Pratima and DTM Manideep, from all in Hyderabad Toastmasters. I request all of you to give a big round of applause to them for their wonderful achievement this week. And of course, with Toastmaster Pragya Jain, I leave it just open because her achievements in a week is so much to put in a slide that I think we just need to leave. I thought putting a picture in the center puts her in the august company of people who are great achievers in the last week, DTM Pratima and DTM Manidi. Thank you so much, and a big round of applause to all of you from Hyderabad Toastmasters. I'm stopping my screen share and I'm coming back to the screen. Going further with this meeting, any special announcements?
Yeah, yes, Param, we have to announce the winner of the Tall Tales.
Right. So it's time to announce the winner of the Tall Tales. I will leave the screen to you, DTM, to you, Toastmaster Jashushi. Over to you.
Everyone can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So a very special thanks to Toastmaster Uday, who is from Vision Toastmaster, and he is a part of our celebration. So thank you so much, Uday, for being a part of our celebration. I hope to see more of you and your club members as well. So thanks once again. Please accept this certificate from HTM. And the winner for the Tall Tales is Lakshmi, Sai Lakshmi Rudra. Congratulations. And keep cooking up these stories for us and keep us entertaining. Thank you so much. So these are the two announcements which are left. Yes.
Yeah. You want to make an announcement about the next meeting? Next meeting is not a members meeting. It is only a members meeting. It is not for guests.
It is actually an annual general meeting with, for awards and all. Guests may join.
Okay, fair enough. We'll plan out and put it in our meetup site as the meeting gets finalized. But I think we had a wonderful session today. 350 is memorable. The last session we had was somewhere in the physical setup, but this is something we are learning through the virtual mode. As I said, adaptability. We adapted to the online world, and HTML is able to carry forward the skill and the capability that is required for being in an adaptable mode. Thank you so much to all for making today. With this, I think we can call the meeting to an end. Request Sergeant at Arms to call the end of the meeting. Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Lokesh, please.
Lokesh is not here. So he had to leave because of some other commitments. So I'll be there. Thank you, everyone. The meeting is officially over. So if anyone wants to stay back and interact with the other EC members, they are welcome. Thank you.
We shall be available.
You can stop recording and stop the live Facebook streaming. Just